Alright, welcome back. It's my second sit down and talking video. Like, it's a sit down and talking video for real this time. I recently got a message from a girl asking like, how is your student life, or how is student life as a Muslim in Holland? So I've written down everything in my notebook and I'm just gonna start. Well, first of all, if you don't know where the Netherlands is, just think of Amsterdam, or maybe you know it as the name Holland. I am born and raised here in the Netherlands, so that means I have experienced like school life since day one, like every Dutch child here in the Netherlands. Right now I am 19, so I'm gonna talk with you through everything till like college. Well, first of all, I'm gonna talk to you about how the school life is here in the Netherlands. So what you do is you first start off with like school when you're 4 years old. That's when middle school starts for you, if I'm right. You start at the age of 4 and you are in middle school for like 8 years. So when you're around 13 years old, you start going to high school. But before you go to high school, you have this big test that you have to do in your middle school, in your last year of middle school. The results of that test determines which level of like high school you go, because you have a lot of levels, but like I'm gonna break it down to you in years. So you have like the 4 years, after that you have to go 5 years to high school, or you can go 6 years to high school. Or just like every high school you have to do tests and everything. Nothing really special about it or different about it. Let me see. Oh, after you do that, you can go to college. Your course depends on what you did as a high school student and like what level you went to school. Alright, so what I had as a high school student, I went 4 years to high school. So I was 16 when I was done with high school, and I had to choose my college course thingy. I don't know how to say it. What I chose was a pharmacy assistant. That course was like 3 years. I just finished that because I had like only 4 years of high school. I couldn't choose to be like a doctor right away because I had to go levels up, because doctor is like a uni niveau. So for me to get there, I have to take a lot more steps to get there, but never mind. Doctor was just an example. What can you do after you have high school? Well, you choose your course, you do that course, and if you want to go further, get levels up, you can choose out of more courses with like a higher level. So that's basically what I'm gonna do next year in September. Why do I say course? Huh? Where am I going with this? I'm like prattling on and on. I don't even know if you can understand anything that I'm saying, because like I can't follow myself anymore. But oh my god, those birds. Holy lord. Okay, there was a lot of birds outside. Okay. Okay, they're still here. Oh my god. Oh, they're very cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting so distracted. Alright. Okay, so I hope you like got the whole like university college thing. But let's start how it was to be a student for me as a hijabi. Well, I started wearing my hijab when I was 14, so I was just starting my 3rd year in high school. And I remember just before like summer vacation started, I already said to my friends like I'm gonna wear the hijab and I'm just going to start to wear it, stuff like that. So it won't be like, whoa, what the heck, what happened to you? But I remember going to school that day, you know, your first day wearing a hijab is very freaking scary. Actually, I remember when I started to walk into class, it was very normal. Like some of them said like, oh yeah, you're wearing a scarf, okay. Thanks camera for cutting me off. But the Dutch people here, they already are familiar with the hijab, because there are already like so many hijabis and like Muslims out here. So it's nothing like new here. They won't like stare at you for wearing a scarf. So that's pretty good, and that also really helped me. And A lot of my friends like already knew what it was. Like the second day I was wearing my scarf, it was so good. It didn't felt weird. It felt like I've already worn the scarf for years. When I went to college, I basically come from a very, very small city. Okay, I don't even see it as a city, but they call it a city. For my college, I had to go to like the big city, and I remember going there, I saw a lot of hijabis. Like at my place, there weren't very much people, and also like for the schools that I went, you know, like middle school and high school, there weren't like a lot of hijabis. Like out of the whole class of like 20 to 25 students, you maybe had like 3 or 4 people who were from a different country or like not Dutch. I always had like Dutch friends. So when I went to the big city for my study, it was very weird because like there were, my whole class was basically Muslim and we were all girls, so I didn't really have that. So it was very, you know, fun to like have a friend who already like knew stuff and like you didn't have to explain it. Like it didn't bother me to explain something to the girls. The first day like I went to that school in the big city at my college, the teachers showed us around. They also like showed us like a prayer room, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I already was thinking about like, how am I gonna do my prayers, you know? Like the big city was like an hour away with the bus for me. So when I had to go to school and come back, when I was coming back, I couldn't pray on time. So when I saw that room, it was like super good, and I was like, you know, satisfied. No, not satisfied. Oh, how can I say this? I was just happy. I was just happy that there was a place like that. When I was going to my interns, I remember I also like asked my oh, why can't I remember the name? Let's take some Google Translate. Gotta stay hydrated, you know? Super cute with my tea. Okay, I know, okay, let's move on. So I remember I asked my internship mentor, do you have a place for me to like pray? I remember I asked like, I had like 5 different intern places, and I remember I asked every single one of them, and they all just showed me a room where I could pray, and you know, they were all like super accepted. They said, you know, you take your time, just tell us whenever you need to go to pray and just go, you know. And I also had a intern at a hospital, and they had like a whole separate room especially made for people who wanted to pray, and they also had like a place for like Christians and like candles everywhere. It was so pretty, by the way. I told everything, and I hope it made sense, and I hope I made sense. Yeah, maybe in the future I will make like a new one when I'm going to my new college, because like I'm so excited and I don't know what to say anymore. Well, let's just drink my tea because it's friggin' cool. By the way, it's such a nice weather outside today. Oh my god. The sun is shining, my rainbows are on my room, are on my wall. What? I just was like in the mood to go for a bright color. I went for yellow today, but I already like messed up my thumb because, yeah, welcome to my life. Oh, by the way, the reaction I got like from my room tour, oh my god, it was so fun to read all of those. So thanks a lot if you watched it, and thank you for watching now. Yeah, and be sure to come back because I want to do like more videos. I also like ask you on Insta story. I choose like 2 video requests, and I ask you which one you want to see. So if you want to like vote, the next time you can just go and follow me on Instagram, and I will like always like ask that question like 1 or 2 days before I'm going to start and film. So I will see you next time. Bye!